Didn't know how it was gonna how we were gonna start with senior night happening and the emotions of the seniors and the festivities and the families coming. You know, that's always kind of, you know, 50-50. You don't know if they're gonna come out too excited, or if they're gonna come out too relaxed because they wanted to kind of calm themselves down. And we didn't start the game the way we wanted, but this was one of the games. By winning today is a game that we wouldn't have won a month ago. You know, we didn't play our best basketball and still played good enough defense. We hung our hat on defense instead of offense tonight, and that shows a team of growth, and I'm proud of them for that, especially with everything going on at the beginning of the game.
A month ago, you talked about how tough this team was lacking toughness. Today was a very physical game, a very tough game. Talk about the maturation over the last month on how tough your team had gotten over the last month.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, like you said, for at least a month, especially after we got back from South Florida, about how we have to change the tone of who we are. You know, we didn't have an identity defensively. We were really hanging our hat on offense, and it was getting us some losses that we felt like we should have been in games. And once everybody kind of rededicated themselves to what they needed to do and understand what the game plan was going to be, we started playing better basketball. And like I said, the maturation process from a month ago to now means that they're buying into everything, and they're not really, saying that the offensive end is the only end that they care about, that we know that we have to get stops, and we're starting to do that now. I'm not sure. Maybe I have. But Peso got his day today, which is awesome. I think I have, though, in the past. Not trying to take Peso's shine or whatever. And I don't want to be wrong, so I think I have in the past.
What did you make? I mean, you were standing there at midcourt pregame when they announced him. What did you think about that reaction?
Well, honestly, with the other guys, it kind of was one of those situations where it's like, man, this is coming to an end. My first team, especially regular season. And, seeing Ray and Kevin and Mike and Kareem, it was like, wow, this, my first senior night. And then when Peso came out, the energy changed in the crowd because hometown kid, been here 4 years, and got a little emotional because I know where he came from. I've been watching Jeremiah since he was 6th grade. And to see that energy flow into where this is now, it just shows that you never give up, that you can make it no matter what other people say. Hard work does pay off because, nobody gave him a chance when he came here in the beginning, and now he's one of the best guards in the country.
Coach, your goal for making a tournament rest on 4 games in 4 days. You coming playing on the court may not be the hardest thing. The hardest thing may be the things off the court, the distractions, making sure they get the rest and all that. What do you tell your guys to prepare for for a possible Sunday game?
Well, you know that you have to take one game at a time. But the one thing that you do say is, hey, man, we've been in college. We understand that, you're going to want to go out. You're going to want to do things. You want to be with family, girlfriends, whatever. You just have to kind of tone it down this week because 4 games in 4 days is that's a big task. You got to rest. You got to hydrate. You got to eat properly. You got to do all the things that you really haven't focused on all season. You got to change it now because it's the postseason. It's a totally different season.
Tyler mentioned that you told him this was a must-win game. What y'all learn from this as far as going into the tournament? Why was this so important to get ready for this next week?
It was important because we wanted to continue to show the conference that it would be tough to win on our floor with the tournament being here. We want teams to feel like Memphis is really tough to beat. That gives us an edge, and we also wanted to get revenge on Tulsa. They're a really tough team. They play the matchup zone really well. So it's a must-win for those 2 reasons for sure.
Penny, did you say anything to Jeremiah before the game, and also when he stepped to the free throw line at the end of the game to ice it? I'm sure there was no doubt he was going to make those on his day.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think I didn't really say much to him because I didn't want to get in his ear. I knew it was already going to be a lot of emotions having his family there. Everything's coming to an end. The regular season, last regular season game, and now we're going to postseason. So I didn't want to make it more than what it really was going to be. And of course, we had to get the ball in his hands and put the game in his hands with winning the game. And I knew that those free throws were going to be good.
Penny, more than 17. Start at 8:30 tonight. It's spring forward night, and there are more than 17,000 people there. You wanted to turn Memphis basketball around. Looking around, do you feel like you accomplished that?
You know, it's nothing ceases to amaze me about this city. Jeremiah can attest to, you know, going through different waves from his freshman year of fans to last year's fans, and for them to come back out this year and support this team, to support me and the staff. That's why I came back home, to try to make a difference and give so much to the city, my time, my money, whatever I have to do, because I know that, you know, we want this city to be successful. And the city shows that type of love when they know that. And we're homegrown, and we want to see our home team and our city do well. So I'm definitely proud of the fans and happy to be from Memphis, knowing that they have our backs.
Coach, this has been a long season. Talk about the maturation from your first day coaching Memphis to what you've learned now. How have you changed from the first game of the season to now?
I don't even remember the first game. It's been a blur. What was the first game? Christian Brothers? See, was it Lamar and then Christian Brothers? See what I mean? It's so long ago. But honestly, I think I came in guns blazing. There's nothing that I can't do. Very confident, not cocky, but just knowing that when we put our minds together that we could do anything, to understanding and appreciating every win. You know, that's just what it did to me. I mean, it's very hard to win in college. I didn't think it was going to be easy, but I came in just with that attitude of, we're going to win every game. We're going to win big games, and that turned into just appreciating every win.
Penny, going into this conference tournament, it's not likely you guys are going to be the favorites. Do you feel like you're still a little bit underrated at this point?
Not really. I mean, you know, the teams that came out and took care of business, Houston and Cincinnati, they get their respect. UCF finished strong. So you can't disrespect them, and so did Temple. You know, we put ourselves in a situation where we have nothing to say. We just have everything to prove. There's no disrespect on anybody's part. It's just we got to play 4 games in 4 nights. We're going to take each game one by one, and we respect the guys that took care of business. We just didn't, and we just got to, you know, try to take care of business now in the tournament.
Thank you. I'm going to release Coach.
Thank you.